No Men Are Foreign by James Kirkhope.
This lesson will help you understand the poem in depth, line wise, and also give you a critical analysis. If you find it slow, increase the speed. If you find it fast, decrease the speed from the settings. Let us begin with understanding the theme of the poem. No Men Are Foreign talks about brotherhood among all the human beings of the world. Foreign refers to being strangers because all of us are connected by the one common factor of being human beings. The poet emphasizes that people across the world are different from one another. They may belong to different countries or religions, speak different languages, follow different lifestyles, but the one thing that binds them together is that we are all human beings that walk on the same land, and that land is the earth. All men are the same in the sense that they eat, live, die in the same way. Everyone gets the bounties of nature like sunshine, land, and other things in equal measure. After death, we shall all be buried in the same earth. All of us need air, sun, water, food, and shelter. We all reap a good harvest if we are surrounded by peaceful social and economic conditions. Long wars result in starvation and destruction. All fellow human beings have eyes that wake or sleep. Love is the reigning emotion everywhere and wins all hearts. When we hate others or fight with them, we actually betray and condemn ourselves. No Men Are Foreign can be termed as a peace poem that highlights the futility, which means worthlessness, of war and emphasizes the importance of peace and universal brotherhood. Let us now make a line wise explanation of the poem. Lines 1 and 2. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Word meanings: beneath means under, strange means unknown. No men are different and no country is foreign. By saying so, the poet is trying to remove the borders from the earth which separate different countries. If that happens, we will consider every country to be our own land where there are no borders and everyone is free to move around. The entire earth is one, and all the people who live on this earth belong to one human race. Inside the uniforms worn by soldiers of different countries, the human being that lives is the same. Lines 3 and 4. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon, is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. Their bodies are like our bodies. All the soldiers are our brothers, and the land that they walk upon is the same as the land that we walk upon, that is, Mother Earth. And on our death shall lie in the grave, which is in the same earth. Lines 5 and 6. They, too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvests, by war's long winters starved. They refers to the people of other countries, that is, the foreigners. We discriminate against them and fight with them, but nature has given all the bounties to them, just like it has given to us. They also get sunlight, air, and water in equal measure. God does not differentiate between people on the basis of them belonging to different countries. Farming is done during the time of peace when there is no war. We live a relaxed life and eat the things given to us by nature. But we starve during wars. This leads to a situation that is similar to the winter time. Winter is the time when there is a scarcity of food. This same situation is applicable to those from other countries. Even they don't get food during wartime. So, foreigners who belong to another country and we both face the same calamities. Lines 7 and 8. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read, a labor not different from our own. Their hands are the same as our hands. Their destiny is similar to ours. The lines of their hands also show their capacity of doing hard work or labor. They also work very hard, just like we do. The poet is giving all these examples to convey to the reader that there is no difference between us and the people belonging to another country. Lines 9 and 10. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won. God has given them eyes like ours, which open when awake and close when we are asleep. He has given them strength, which can also be won. Lines 11 and 12. By love, in every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. Through love, in every land, there is one common thing that is life. Life means all the things that are living. And if we can recognize them and understand their feelings and realize that they are like us, then there will be no fights or wars between us. Lines 13 and 14. Let us remember whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves. We should remember that whenever someone tells us to hate a person from another country, and whenever we think someone to be our enemy, then we deprive ourselves, we cheat ourselves, and we condemn ourselves. He says that we should stay away from such negativity. Lines 15 and 16. That we shall dispossess, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. Dispossess means deprive. We should not consider anyone to be our enemy. During a war, both the sides must bear the loss. And that is why the poet says that war is not in our favor. He says that whenever we pick up any weapon against someone, we should remember one thing. Lines 17 and 18. It is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence. Defile means make dirty or pollute. Outrage the innocence of means violate the purity of. Human earth refers to the world of human beings where wars are fought against human beings.
War leads to a lot of bloodshed, fire, and death. Il-
It pollutes the purity of earth with the huge mounds of dead bodies strewn on it. It also destroys humanity. Hells of fire and dust are the effects caused by bombs and other warfare equipment. They destroy the purity of air that is present everywhere. Lines 19 and 20 of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no countries strange. Wars not only pollute the air that we breathe in, it destroys the innocence of people. Wars and weapons fill hatred in their minds. The poet wants to give us a message that we should not indulge in war. He makes an effort to wipe away the hatred among people of the world by highlighting the futility of war and weapons. He writes the first line in reverse to emphasize that people of different countries may differ in complexion and clothing, but their mental, physical, and emotional experiences are the same. Dear viewers, I hope that you learned from my video lesson. If you liked it, do like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel and keep watching other videos.